Sunday, Rockstar changed their logo on their Twitter page from yellow to red, and everybody lost their shit.
Yeah.
Monday, they posted a picture of silhouettes in the background of red sunset, and everybody continued to lose their shit. Tuesday, they showed the title and said we're going to Red Dead Redemption 2, and said we'll have a trailer on Thursday. Wednesday, they let everybody proceed to shit their pants waiting for Thursday. Thursday, this 1 minute long teaser came out. And I, for one, am super excited and all in on this thing because I loved the last one so much. I have a couple reservations though, and I'll talk about those in a minute. Literally a minute.
Well, you can talk about it now.
Yeah, just talk.
I'm just playing. I'm playing it in the background.
The thing that I'm worried about, and they're talking about this, like, oh, like they go out of their way to show you with a group, and I was like, ah, fuck, they're just gonna make this the main game what GTA Online was, and I'm not gonna say I didn't have fun doing that, but man, did I have fun with that story. Like the whole idea of that online apparently is going to be like 7-player train robberies and heists and things like that, which is like what Grand Theft Auto 5 was, which will be fun. But I want a story. I want this game to tell me a narrative because the last Red Dead was so good at that, and I think that's where they really hit their stride. I think Grand Theft Auto 4 was okay. It had its problems, but it had some really high highs in that game, storytelling wise. Grand Theft Auto 4. And I think Red Dead Redemption, I think they nailed the storytelling aspect, and the side missions being like ambient quests, as they called them. Like, yeah, they're just going to happen, and you can do them if you want. You don't have to, whatever. And I think Grand Theft Auto 5 did a really good job of taking that structure from Red Dead and moving it into a Grand Theft Auto game where, like, yeah, you can pull over and talk to this dude who's selling weed and have a trippy trip. You can pick up this person who needs a ride who's fighting with their wife in their Hollywood Hills home. Or you can just ignore all that, or you can run them over with your car. Yeah. I think Grand Theft Auto 5 did a great job of taking Red Dead to the next level. And I hope that instead of, well, we're making billions of dollars on this online, let's just make a full retail game online. I don't want that. I'm so fucking tired of always online, play with your friends, play with other people, single player in one world, but you're always online. Like, no, I want a single player experience. Yeah. I want to be able to shut down from the fucking internet without having a game say, sorry, you can't play this without an internet connection. Like, The Division, I would have got way more into that game, but it forces you to fucking be online, and you see, like, similar to Destiny, where you see people in your world, and they're not doing the same mission anymore, but you see people in your world, and like, Destiny I can understand because they built that from the ground up to be that. But when they talked about The Division, they talked about like this, 4-player story, or the story missions being 4-player, playing with your friends, and I get that, but that game, you don't ever have to go online if you don't want to with The Division, but it forces an online connection, it forces you to see other people, and forces all that shit. I don't fucking like that. And I hope that they don't do a massively online single-player component with this game, because that's going to really bum me out.
You don't think they would do that, do you? I mean, wasn't the game's bread and butter the story?
I think with, Leslie Benzies being gone now, and him being the guy that pulled Red Dead Redemption, self-admittedly by Rockstar, Leslie Benzies came in and fucking made that game happen, because they were having so many issues with it. He did that for Grand Theft Auto 3, he did that for San Andreas, he did that for Vice. He's done it with all their games, and now he's gone. Now he's fucking gone. This is the first game that's going to come out without him being in a prominent role with that company, or in that company at all. And I am so like, they planned on having a lot of single player content for Grand Theft Auto, but scrapped it because the online was doing so well, so they just make stuff for you to buy there. Do you know that every Tuesday, if you go on the PSN and the add-on section and search by most popular or most purchased, money for Grand Theft Auto Online is the first 4 slots. Money for Grand Theft Auto Online.
That sucks.
Yeah.
It's lame.
So yeah, you fucking right, I see them doing something like that. And that would really bum me out.
Well, hopefully they don't.
And again, I'm not going to say I didn't have fun playing GTA Online with you and Josh and Dan, or you and Rick, and just even with... That game was actually kind of fun when you found a random person that was just screwing around and not being a dickbag. And it was all right. But I don't want that to be the bread and butter of this game.
That stuff is fun, but that's not why I bought that game.
Exactly.
I actually still kind of kicked myself a little bit because when I bought the one for PS4, I was actually really looking forward to going through that story again, and I never did because I got so hung up on playing online with you guys. And anytime I fired up, I never did it.
Game, yeah.
I should have, but I never did. So
I just don't want this to be a connected single player experience. They go out of their way to show you with a whole crew, and I don't want that to be online players in my crew, and I don't want shitty AI when it's not, you know?
Yeah.
And if they're calling this Red Dead Redemption 2 and it's a fucking prequel, I'm gonna be pissed.
Is there hints that it could be?
I mean, the whole idea is like this is the gang that your lead character always talks about.
Yeah.
That's what people are assuming. The gang that he was in, the gang that you have to take down now.
Yeah.
The first game. I don't want it to be his son. I don't want it to be the same. I don't even want it to be the same map. I want it to be a completely different area, completely different story, completely different characters. That's what I want. In a perfect world, this would take place on the east coast of the United States as the Industrial Revolution is happening.
So Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah. Coming fall 2017.
1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The Magnificent Seven.
Well, in the first game, he was in a gang of 7 people.
Oh, it was.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that was 6 years ago. So, yeah, I'm sure it was I'm sure it was an offshoot of the original
really
Magnificent Seven. The new one? Yeah, I know. So I'm sure, but I mean, we always talk about it. There's no story that's never been told at this point. I think it's kind of funny that that's coming out now that new movie just came out. But 6 years ago, the idea was tracking down your old gang and taking them out. But yeah, I'm excited about that game. I have reservations. I'm not going to pre-order this. I'm going to wait and wait and wait. Unless they say, hey, if you pre-order this, you get a remaster of Red Dead Redemption, then I'm going to win.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be curious. Like, I never played Red Dead. I don't know why. I know I'm not into Western stuff, but I mean,
I tried to get you to get it, man.
Yeah,
I
never
tried
got
my
it.
damnedest, and you just
I don't even
weren't biting.
I really don't even remember if I watched much footage from the game, to be honest with you. Like, I can't even really think about it, but I definitely would be curious to check this out. And yeah, if there's a remaster situation, I would probably hop in on that too.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think at that point too, I didn't even play Grand Theft Auto 4 that much because I just never got into that story. I played it with you online, and yeah, I don't know what it was. And so I think when this game came out, I think I just was kind of like, I just don't know if I want to play something like that right now. But then now after playing Grand Theft Auto 5, which I really, really enjoyed,
which was just a slightly refined version of what the first Red Dead was.
And to me felt totally different than Grand Theft Auto 4.
Way
to
different.
me. Yeah, I could see myself playing that, revisiting. So, cool.
Let's move on to
next story.